What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Planetary Reviews, and I am here to finally talk about the movie that most of us have been waiting 10 years for, and that is Avengers Infinity War. I have waited. This universe started when I was in high school, when a lot of you were in high school. We've been watching these movies every year, every single year, building up to this moment. Was it worth it? Was it worth the wait after all this buildup? Well, guys, I am extremely happy to say that yes, it was. This movie was fantastic. It was worth the price of admission. It was worth everything. Every moment was phenomenal, but let's just start with the story. Story to this movie is that the Avengers now finally have to deal with Thanos, the Titan himself. And he is going around gathering the Infinity Stones one by one and getting more and more powerful. And it's up to Iron Man, it's up to Spider-Man, it's up to Doctor Strange, it's up to Star-Lord, it's up to the Hulk, it's up to Thor, it's up to all of our favorite heroes to try and put a stop to him. And man, I don't want to go into any more detail than that. I do not want to spoil anything for this movie for anyone watching. So that's all I'm going to say on the story. I'm going to continue. The next thing I want to say is that, man, wow, the pacing in this movie, in my opinion, was extremely well done. Because every time a new scene would happen, every time she would go off somewhere else to see what was going on with certain other characters, you were always constantly into it. You were invested. Never once was I ever going, man, I want to go back there. Man, I want to go back there. You were always engaged with what was going on screen every time something happened. And that's because this movie didn't have to worry about any character development, anything like that. We have had movies for 10 years building up all of these characters individually, and now we can just go all out. They were able to just go nuts with this movie, give you everything you could ever imagine that would happen in an Infinity War movie, and we were able to have that without anything getting in the way of that awesomeness. It just felt beautiful. Every time something was going down, I loved it. I never once felt bored. I never once felt like any scene was unnecessary. Everything felt perfect in that regard, and I love that. That was awesome. And then, I gotta say, the cinematography and the special effects for this movie, top of the line. It's to be expected at this point with the Marvel movies and Disney money. They're gonna give you a great, great movie with like awesome special effects, and man, you really see it. Like, the budget on this movie must have been, God knows, I can't even probably fathom how much money it took to make this film. And when you see some of the things that were going on in this movie, your jaw will be dropped because it all looks so beautiful. And not only that, it's filmed beautifully. You have some amazing shots in this film. So during the action scenes, they're filmed 100% perfect, because I was able to see everything that was going on. Everything was awesome in that regard. The action, when it went down, it was intense. It just felt more brutal this time around because of how, I'm not going to say dark, but this movie, out of all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe films, I feel that this one was much more serious and much darker. Granted, you still get the classic MCU comedy that we all know and love, but it never once felt out of place, in my opinion. It never once felt like it was taken away from a situation. In this movie, it felt natural, and that's always important, because in a movie that has such a dark premise, comedy could sometimes feel a little not perfect. But in this one, it felt right. All the quips that were happening were great, mostly thanks to the awesome performances by everyone. Just to name a few, all the classics: Robert Downey Jr., Tom Holland, Chris Pratt, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth. All these guys were spot on. The chemistry between everyone was great. Seeing characters that never interacted with each other before was great because they had such great chemistry and it was just so funny. There was a lot of great dialogue between every other character and it felt amazing seeing them all on the big screen, seeing all these great characters. It's so overwhelmingly awesome and great to see this, guys. And then after that, I gotta say, there were some really heartfelt moments in this film. Like, it's still for kids. Kids can see this movie, but beware for any parents taking their kid. This is a darker story. There's gonna be some stuff that is gonna be hard to watch for a kid, I believe. But they'll be able to take it. It's not like they can't, but it's gonna be a little darker than the usual. And when they did those moments in this movie, they were done wonderfully. Phenomenally, in fact. I could not believe it. I saw some of these emotional moments and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how connected we are. Because of all these movies, when something happened to someone, you really, deep down in your heart, your soul, you felt it when it happened. And that is because the performances by everyone was phenomenal. Guys, I can't really think of anything that I didn't enjoy about this movie. The story was on point, nothing too complicated because this movie has been a culmination of all of these films in the MCU. So the story was a lot more straightforward and you could understand what's going on. When you did find out some more backstory about certain characters, it felt natural as well. You were interested in that because also, forgot to talk about Thanos. I was expecting him to be just the stereotypical bad guy that they weren't going to be able to do 100%. But in this film, they did a great job. They even built his character more than I was expecting. So when you see reasons why as to why he's doing this, his past, some of the choices he's made, you don't sit there and say, I like what you're doing, but the film does a great job of making you go, wow, that's why he's doing it. It's not good, but I understand now. I don't approve of it by any means necessary, but I understand. And that's what makes a great villain. That is amazing. He could have just been a CGI purple dude that no one gave a crap about. But they built up a character just like they did with Loki. They built up a character that you could connect to and understand. And that is great. I love that. Guys, I don't want to go into spoilers, so I don't want to keep going and keep saying everything because by accident I'll spoil you. But at the end of the day, guys, Avengers Infinity War gets a solid A+ from me, guys. This movie was amazing. It was well worth the wait. 10 years of this, all these films, all this devotion, all this love that I have for these characters, all built up to this amazingly fantastic experience that I am so happy that I got to enjoy. And I'm sure a lot of you have already started and watched this film by the time this video comes out and have enjoyed it yourselves. This is an experience, in my opinion, that only comes once in a while in a franchise, and it's very difficult to pull this off with this much hype, with this much build-up. They could have fallen, but they did it. They did it. And damn it, it paid off. Guys, I'm the happiest guy in the world right now. I hope you guys are too after seeing this film. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really do appreciate that. And I'm sorry I couldn't do a Far Cry 5 review. God of War came out. School's been getting a little tougher as the end of the semester has happened. But I am definitely going to do my God of War review. I got it. You saw the unboxing. I'm definitely getting through that game. It is very long, so give me a break. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. And then this movie came out, so look forward to my God of War review. I hope you guys love this video. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys subscribe. Let's talk about the film. What did you guys like? And if you could, try and be spoiler free in the comment section if you do make a comment on this review, because I am going to do a spoiler review later on, like maybe after the weekend, so people could go see it, and then I'll post it so that you guys can enjoy it and we can have a discussion, because this was a great experience, guys. I'm so happy. But like I said, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, guys.